Listen.
Blizzard was very cheeky months ago about tweeting out a photo of like a light switch and then being like Diablo 3 and then claiming like, no, we have no plans in the works for that. But it turns out they did have plans in the works for that.
Turns out they were that smart.
And here it is, Diablo 3. So let's take a look at this. It's called the Eternal Collection. It'll include the Reaper of Souls and Rise of the Necromancer expansions. $59.99 sometime later this year, slated for the fall. And then also we got a bunch of Switch exclusives coming to us. That's the Ganondorf cosmetic armor set, Triforce portrait frame, a chicken pet, which is probably what I'm the most excited about, and Echoes of the Mask cosmetic wings.
Oh, that's cool.
That's awesome.
Honestly, I think what's got me the most excited about this announcement is that there's 4-player wireless co-op.
Yes.
Not unlike the way that we played Mario Kart. I know I've talked about this several times on the show, but the way Mario Kart took over our office when it came to the Switch was we'd just be playing it at our desks against each other. And Diablo 3 is such a perfect game for that. Look who it is, ladies and gentlemen. Per Schneider, buzzer beater coming in here.
Excellent.
Sit on down, bud. You didn't miss nearly as much as I thought you would.
Thank God this isn't live.
Yeah. Per, we're just talking about Diablo 3 coming to the Switch. We just did a little recap of the special features that it's coming, but I was just talking to these guys about how Diablo 3 on Switch, the wireless co-op 4-player modes, is really exciting to me because we can play it in the office just the same way that we did Mario Kart and the same way that we're going to do with Smash Brothers.
Like, honestly, if you missed this game because sort of your gaming path drove through PC stuff, or you missed it the last few years when it hit consoles, because we've never seen it really on Nintendo stuff like this.
Yeah.
This is a really fun game.
It's deep too. This is not. It's not like a Gauntlet and Diablo share a lot in common, but Gauntlet is kind of like the light version of Diablo. The menus, the stats leveling up, the item, the loot drops. It's a super deep game. And the challenge with that game, and I played this with my kids on the PlayStation, I think. The challenge with that game when you play on one monitor is menu pops up, menu pops up, menu pops up. Whenever somebody gets good loot, when you're playing 4-player local wireless, you're not going to have that problem.
I hadn't considered that.
Uninterrupted, awesome experience. I'm really excited for
That's really smart. Yeah, I hadn't considered that. I played the hell out of this game on PlayStation as well.
Good.
It's
I did too.
Just an awesome sort of dungeon crawling, button mashing. I mean, if you don't know Diablo at this point, you kind of got to.
That's me. It's right here.
Have you not played Diablo? Well,
I didn't play Diablo 3. Like, that was what I understand the biggest one out of the Diablos.
Debatable, but
Diablo 3 really blew up, and that came out in 2012, around the time when I started casually getting back into video games. I was out for a good 5-10 years. So
well, you had that whole middle school thing to take care of. So
yeah, exactly. And so Diablo blew up when I was like getting into very like whatever action based games. So this like top down dungeon crawler type of gameplay, like what looks like point and click almost, or at least for PC, like that didn't seem like my style. So I'm excited to see it on Switch. And I've said about so many games on Switch, like, oh, that's not really my game. But the fact that it comes to Switch, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm all in.
Now, eagle-eyed watchers of this first trailer might notice that there was some very light gray Joy-Con that were attached to the console shown off.
Thank you. Yes, I noticed that.
Yeah, I'm sure you did. I'm sure you were the first to notice it. So we had a lot of people writing in to ask us if we were seeing brand new Joy-Con. What do you think? You're our Joy-Con expert.
At first, I thought it was the gray Joy-Con and just the light of hell lighting up the thing, but then like everything else didn't get that lit up. Like the buttons still stayed black, and there wasn't that much reflection.
It didn't seem like there was a lot of reflection.
They did sure look like custom Joy-Con colors.
What I mean, what would be the sort of like a symbolic connection there?
I don't think it's even a Diablo thing. I think this was
Ash. Like
I think this was some.
There they are.
Skeletons.
Yeah. That actually
well, they
looks
already
like
have red and orange, so it's not like they could go with that theme.
I wanted to ask you to. I wanted to ask panel here. If these are very nice. If these are custom Joy-Con, do you think Per will buy them?
Oh, yeah. Are you kidding me? Yes.
Those are totally custom.
I'm going to do a hot take and say no.
No, come on. Of course I'll get them.
Of course
but at the top, you can see the
really
top
nice.
of the Switch is still very black looking, and that's kind of like the same tone as the dark gray Joy-Con. Like, come on, these are new.
So what you're not seeing is there's actually 2 mouse scroll wheels on the back.
No, they're not.
No, it's not true. I'm lying to you.
Pro controllers.
Yeah, pro controllers. I would love this. These are really cool. I modded my Switch to
have one.
White Joy-Cons. So
there you go.
Wow, look at that picture in picture.
Nice.
So yeah, I'd be all about it. That said, I don't think that's what's happening here, this would also be a weird way to unveil that. Like, without much fanfare. They also immediately cut to a Nintendo Switch getting docked, and it's got the red and blue Joy-Cons on it. So I think they would have kept that consistency going the whole time.
Dude, Nintendo
this is
is
like an
such,
Easter egg.
Yeah, it's like a proof of concept almost thing.
No, but they're such brand freaks, man. They must approve every footage and oh, this blue looks kind of wrong. This is deliberate. Come on, they would not let that through.
I'm with Pear on this one.
No way.
I think that we saw a new Joy-Con today.
Interesting.
Here we go. And that was just a little bit of our whole show over here at NVC. If you'd like, check us out every Thursday at 3 p.m. Pacific time on nvc.ign.com, a full 24 hours before we'll show up on YouTube. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next week.